day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. Cowboys! Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win home. Do. He's coming. Double up.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. The limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They do go for it. It's Murray. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath, the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it? It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive. Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you. Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going. A lot of football left to be played. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs. That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Let's go. 50. Mark 54. 90. 25. Check 25.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. A gain of 3, second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, this is Edmonds. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And on third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, watch that. Check back 54.
Murray sets to throw on fourth. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Lucky. Joker. Okay.
Running, it's Drake. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
What we got?
A give running right, Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They come out here in the eye.
49, check 49.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Akeem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there, so that showed a little bit of faith, actually showed a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
Gun. Motion.
Now Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Line 8. Here we go, 47. Then we're going to 53. Watch the shift. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll run with Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Prescott from the gun. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Boom, boom.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Snap comes to Murray at 1. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike, 54. Check Mike, check Mike. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Big edge. What? 24, check 24. Watch safety creep,
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Tight dog. Mike 5-4. He can't hang. He's not going to get to 6.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
We want it. Come to my world. Right there. 54. Right there. 54. Here we go. SOS. Out. Mike 54.
Well, here we go on 4th down with Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Here we go. Go to 54. Line in.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Elliott. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That type of run right there, that just fires me up when I watch it because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the first down chains are and pick them up.
He's tough, good pedigree. Dad Stacy was a linebacker at Missouri.
And how about Mom on the track team? So I think that...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath, the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
I don't think you got it, son. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it. Check 26, check 26. Check it back, run it.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On first down, it's Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Get hands on motion, man. Check 3, check 3.
On second down, Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Here we go, 4-8. 51. Here we go, going to 54, 1-8. Watch the block. Watch the block, motion, block. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. And Forbath will put this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
How about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Murray with a 3rd and long. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And from down in Miami, an update. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Check. Fresno.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott Flushed out right. Now he's flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The linebacker, Jordan Hicks, flying in there for the sack. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for third down.
Kill.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check. Mike's by 4. Come on. Wahoo. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch the screen. Pass. Hey, one set.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 39 yards there. A big one.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Murray now to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals are in for 6. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, kill. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike. Hey, we're going to 53. Get some penetration here.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left. On the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 20.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This time they stay on the ground. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here we go. Line in. Go 58 to the mic. It's coming this way. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. Shit. Then we're going to 53. Check. Check your heartbeat.
They'll run on first down. Pollard, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there, second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Switch gears. Under. Motion.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Still on his feet. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Check the out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Forbath for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Next to score, Cowboys 49, Cardinals 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Oh, you got deep? 55 is mine, guys. 55. Here we go. That's it. 55. Right there in the middle. Let's go, defense. Our time. This is extreme. Turn it up.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Rush in. Watch twist. Check.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Exit. Slam. Don't take. Spell. Mike 50, bravo. 3 buzz. Mike 50. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. I'm coming for you. You mine. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike 55, Mike 56. Will it have? Hey, defense. Let's go. Check 13. Wheel. 13. Share.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hatchet. Hey, alert 3. Ball shot. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, they scared. Mike 55. Mike, you don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you go.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. That's complete to Butler. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Murray now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. from the red zone. Here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Zoom. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. On the ball. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Right here.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That one is caught by Hunt. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 52 yards. As his guys continue to pour it on. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I'll bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Right there. 54, Mike. Stay with your man. Mike's 54.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Okay, double up. Short. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Here we go. Mike 55.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Man, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
I'm coming after you. Alert 3. Go to 54. Wide.
On 1st down, Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 15 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Partner, this running back's having a heck of a day on the ground. He just keeps punching it in and rushing for touchdown after touchdown.
Forbath, the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now Drake. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The tackle made by Jalen Smith. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Right back to Drake. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And it's third down.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 9, check 9.
On third down, here's Hunt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Let's make these babies go. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. The pass complete. It's Bird. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
First down, Cardinals.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Now watch one. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
Hey, watch the lane. Mike 55, Mike 55.
On play action, it's Murray. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Robert Quinn, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
Mike 55. Pick me up. Here we go. Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the run. They're running it. 55 is Mike, guys. 55. Go. 65, 65.
After the sack on first down, Murray. And now here is another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Forbath able to convert the extra point. Back now in Arlington, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Cardinals on third down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check 52.
Tighten up, tighten up. Deuce, 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 deuce. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Check 43. Hey, check 1.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
We're going to 53.
Watch the out.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 29-yard line.
Mike.
Here we go. 4-8. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Here we go. Going to 54. 1-8.
Flare. Check 30.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. 1-8.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
47. 26.
They'll try again with Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's see what you got. Then we're going to 53. Then we're going to 53. Check. 26. Check 3. Check 3. 26.
Here's Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Throw caught here by Bird. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. On 1st down, punt. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Mike 48. Check.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
48 Mike. Zip it. It's our time. 48.
1st down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
I got him.
Kill. Switch.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Hey, look. Let's go back to the 48 right now. Let's go.
Let's go, defense. Hey, let's go, defense. All right, who we got? 48's Mike. 48's Mike. Watch the pass.
Shoot.
Slam. Kill, go. Let it go.
Murray going to throw. Eagles has it, left side. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
Joker, 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 Joker. Hustle, hustle. Go, stay in open. Shift.
49, check 49, check 49.
Check, say what?
They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Tackle made by Tanner Vallejo.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Under 10, 10. 5.
Here's Pollard again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get...
Here we go, 47.
Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Go.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, it's a win that was long overdue as they move to 1-6 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far.